Hello, everyone. I am dropping in today to talk about some feelings and thoughts around a subject matter that I haven't had a lot of um, embodied awareness about, and still don't feel like I have complete embodied awareness. Um, but what I do have is an embodied awareness of compassion for human beings in general. And so I wanted to talk about, you know, thoughts around inclusivity, thinking about people who are less privileged, who have oppression going on in their lives, you know, right now, and maybe have had oppressive circumstances in the past. I know that I have. Um, and it's all relative, right? Because everybody has, you know, um, what we want to call maybe, have had hard circumstances come about. But I'm going to just say it, I realize that I'm a privileged white woman living in a world where there are people who don't have the same opportunities and the same ability to achieve certain things as easily as I can. So when I rose out of a feeling of living paycheck to paycheck and was faced with, getting out of an abusive relationship and finding my way in a single parent home with, you know, having to figure all of that out on my own and be able to create a way to live. And it was hard. It was hard. And I rose out of it. And there were things that I needed to do that. Um, but I just want to recognize that, you know, there are people that are suffering big time and who wake up in the morning and may have, a hope, and they may continue to wake up with that hope, but that they're constantly being knocked down by the circumstances that they are living in. And so being able to promote my conscious conception business, I want to take that into consideration, and I want to take those people and those situations and say it's it's not going to be an impossible thing, but it's also going to be a lot more difficult, because there has to be seeds planted. The seeds are about even just waking up in the morning and taking a deep breath and realizing, I'm here in my body right now. I'm alive and I am hopeful that this day I'm going to be able to do something to address my circumstances. And so a seed, a seed of mindfulness. And we start wherever we're at. We start wherever we're at. And taking into consideration that, you know, some people don't know where they're going to wake up the next morning, or if there's going to be food and things like that, let alone being able to figure out how to proceed with planning for a family. You know, that would probably be the last thing on a person's mind who is in very oppressive circumstances. So I just want to put that seed of possibility out there for even the people among us who are struggling in ways that um, that I have not known, ways that I have not known as a person, as a white privileged woman in this world. Um, so it's not all about like I don't want to say that, you know, I don't want it to be about hopelessness. I want to give this hope, and I want us to rise up, and we need to rise up together. We need to bring this awareness into the world. We need to talk about it. We need to shine a light on it, and to include people. I want to include people that are experiencing less than acceptable circumstances, because they don't have the same rights and privileges that I may have, and be able to progress. So my thoughts right now are seeds, little tiny seeds of mindfulness, and closing your eyes when you wake up in the morning, closing your eyes at any point in the day, taking a deep breath, and becoming very present with yourself, what it is you want. What do I want for myself? What do I want? I need to start the process. I need to continue to be hopeful. I need to know that I'm cared about. I need to know that I'm included. I need to know that people care and that we're in this together. And so, what is it that I desire? So we start, and finding balance. It's easier for some people than others. Finding our voice, being able to rise above, understanding healthy boundaries and being able to voice them. Those are going to be an experience for some of us where that is what it's going to take. And for others, it's just seeds of mindfulness to move in that direction. There is a lot more to it, I realize. But I want to just put it out there that if we can start there, if you're in a situation where you're being abused, or you're feeling like you can't get past what's going on, seeds of hope every single day. Okay. And with that, my hope for every person is to become really present with yourself, your awarenesses, and become so present that you can then be present with all aspects of your life and what's going on in our world with other people and their circumstances, but to really, really take time every single day to drop into your own body and mind and spirit and do it for not only you, do it for all of the people's lives that you touch. We touch people's lives all the time, more than we realize. Those are my thoughts today. It's very edgy for me because, like I said, it's an area that I've never really spoken about and that I am stepping into more.